Hey everybody, it's Andrew and welcome back to my channel. So Miss USA 2020 has come and passed and now it's time for a review. Yesterday, the 69th annual Miss USA pageant took place in Memphis, Tennessee at Graceland. It was pushed back for months due to the coronavirus pandemic, and we finally had it. And Graceland was such an amazing location for them to do the pageant, with the civil rights history that happened down in Tennessee, as well as the music history and Elvis Presley's house and all of it. It was such a cool location. I really hope they get to go back there another year and really showcase Graceland and have the contestants experience it more without having to worry about COVID restrictions. This year the pageant aired live on the FYI network, which was a little frustrating, I know, in the pageant community who were trying to watch it around the world. FYI is not a major network, it's not included in many cable packages, as well as a lot of people have streaming cable services, so it's not a channel that comes with any basic package, it's usually an add-on. So hopefully next year, or for Miss Universe, they go back to a more major network like Fox or CBS, ABC, you know, any one of those networks, just so more people can have access to it. Or everything's streaming now. They stream Miss Teen USA, why not stream Miss USA? Just so fans all around the world can enjoy Miss USA live as it happens. So Ali LaForce, and I might mess this up, so I'm gonna read Akbar Bahabiamila, I hope that's how it's said, hosted this year. Ali LaForce was Miss Teen USA 2005, and now she, I believe, is a sports reporter or a sideline reporter for sports games. And Akbar is a former professional football player, and now he's one of the hosts of American Ninja Warrior. I think they did a great job hosting together. I really enjoyed their chemistry and the way they talked. Ali's a great host, he's a great host, so hopefully next year they can host again and actually get to stand next to each other. And then we learned who our top 16 finalists were. New Jersey, Gina Mellish; Idaho, Kim Lane; Alabama, Kelly Hutchinson; Louisiana, Mariah Clayton; Mississippi, Asia Branch; Missouri, Megan Renee Kelly; Ohio, Stephanie Miranda; District of Columbia, Sierra Jackson; Oklahoma, Mariah Jane Davis; Indiana, Alexis Latay; New York, Andrea Gibu; Georgia, Alyssa Beasley; California, ALLYSHIA Gupta; Illinois, Olivia Pura; Nevada, Victoria Olana; and Hawaii, Samantha Neeland. So from there, our top 16 competed in the swimsuit competition. I love this year's swimsuits with the navy blue and those white and blue, I think it was floral or some kind of tie-dye print cape that they wore. I think it looked great. I was surprised they didn't change the swimsuits from the prelims to finals night. Usually they switch up something like the cape, but I'm assuming due to COVID, they probably want to take as less materials with them as possible. New York and California were my favorite by far in swimsuits. They both did exceptionally well and looked amazing, rocked the stage, and definitely earned their spots in the top 16. So then we learned who our top 10 finalists were. First was Mississippi, Illinois, Hawaii, Oklahoma, Alabama, California, Indiana, Idaho, New York, and New Jersey. So our top 10 then competed in the evening gown competition. Evening gown is always my favorite. I've said it before. This is the first time that we see the eventual winner in her winning look. And I think it's just cool to kind of picture her before she wins. I don't know, that's just my own weird thing, I guess. This year's segment I thought was great. I really enjoyed the gown parade beforehand with all the contestants, along with the video from Haley Reinhart, who was third place on American Idol way back in the day. I don't know, maybe 10 years ago now, and she's one of the best voices I think American Idol have ever had. I wish she was there live, but again with COVID, they're probably trying to keep as little people possible, so she did a great pre-recorded performance. And then we got to see the girls the top 10 come out in their evening gowns. So my favorite in evening gown were Indiana, Idaho, and New Jersey. I love their gowns. Indiana's especially, that red with the fringe, all of them. As you can tell, I like a sparkly gown by these three gowns, so they all rocked it. And then we learned who our top 5 were. First we had Oklahoma, Mississippi, Indiana, Idaho, and Alabama. The top 5 final question. So each of the top 5 were asked this question, and they had 30 seconds to answer, and with social distancing this year, each girl had her own mic, and she went up to the table where there were cards, and she picked a card with the judge's name, and then the judges read the question. So the topics of the questions were social media selling personal data to third-party developers or websites, our nation being polarized, and how can we bring us together, Americans can't pass a US citizenship test, police reform, and news through social media, should posts be fact-checked after they're posted. So I believe all of those are pretty relevant in today's world. They are tough questions, and I think the girls all handle them pretty well for the most part. I think Mississippi and Alabama had the best answers this first round. They both spoke strongly and knew what they wanted to say and were confident. And I think that's mainly more important. As long as the girls aren't saying anything offensive, it's more important how they deliver their answer. So from there, normally in the past couple years we've had a cut to top 3, which I never really was a big fan of, but for timing's sake, you know, they want to ask another question. This year they managed to do the timing in 2 hours and ask all the top 5 an additional question. So I like that we got to see the top 5 all answer a second question. They called it the final statement, where each contestant was given a topic that they can just respond to or speak their thoughts on. So interesting, they had never done this before in any of the pageants where they just give them a word or a topic to speak on. So those topics were voter suppression, gun laws, climate change, mental health reform, and prison reform. These topics were really controversial and really hard because the nation is so divided on a lot of these topics, and as Miss USA, the eventual winner is going to be asked questions on these topics or to share their thoughts on these topics. So you have to remember that Miss USA is a job interview. These girls are going out for the job of Miss USA, and they're gonna get asked tough questions throughout their reign. So it was a little uncomfortable to watch this segment because you're like, I don't know what she's gonna say, but definitely needed. So my favorite in that round were Idaho, Mississippi, and Alabama. Again, they all spoke confidently, they knew what they wanted to say, and they delivered it with no issues. So after that, the top 5 did their final look, where each one of them gets one more chance to be in front of the judges while the final scores are being tabulated. Then Chesley Chris, Miss USA 2019, took her final walk from her historic run, the longest serving Miss USA ever, said goodbye, and they surprised her with a video segment of friends, family, past title holders, all wishing her best and thanking her for her incredible work. And she truly is one of the best USAs we've had to date. So we're definitely gonna miss Chesley, but it was time to crown a winner. And the 4th runner-up was Alabama. The 3rd runner-up was Indiana. The 2nd runner-up was Oklahoma, and the 1st runner-up was Idaho, which means that Miss USA 2020 is Mississippi, Aysa Branch. She looked beautiful. She did the best in question rounds. Both questions knocked them out of the park, and I can see why she won. She competed at Miss America back in 2019 and didn't place, and now here she is as the new Miss USA. So I'm very excited for Aysa. I'm excited to see how she does at Miss Universe, how her reign goes, the amazing things I know she's gonna do, and yeah, congratulations Aysa, Miss USA 2020. So that's it for this year's Miss USA. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Remember to hit subscribe. I'll put out new pageant videos as easily as I can. There is some stuff in the works, so definitely stay tuned for that and hit the bell so you guys can be alerted when I put out a new video. And leave a comment down below, who were your favorites? Who were some of the snubs you thought deserved a spot in the top 16 but didn't quite make it? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!